let's talk about your movie, because although it has some really funny parts,
it has some pretty funny parts though.
Yeah. So for those listening, you haven't seen this movie yet; it's not out yet, and we're curious to know where you're standing with all of that. We could talk about that later, but
Yeah, sure.
right, the give us the log line to let people know kind of the context that what we're talking about here.
So it's a group of 6 strangers who are trying to escape the US under an increasingly powerful authoritarian regime. And they arrive at a safe house before trying to cross the border into Mexico. And the safe house turns out to be
Not so safe.
little less than safe.
Yeah. I mean, I've been explaining it to people like it's almost like reverse coyotes. Like these are coyotes bringing Americans to Mexico,
Yeah.
not the other way around. Yeah.
Mhm.
And all shit breaks,
There were
everything
2
goes
movies
great.
really inspired by, in terms of that, the reverse coyote effect that you're talking about. And one was actually The Purge, the Forever Purge.
Mhm.
And the other was the first couple episodes of Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
We were really interested in this idea of people crossing the border into Canada, and just sort of what a visceral reverse reaction that seems for, the past 20 years in America. We have a different narrative about people trying to get in.
Sure. And The Handmaid's Tale was kind of like a documentary, right?
No, absolutely.
Yes, it was. Well, increasingly so.
So, but so for the listeners and the viewers, we're going to try not to give spoilers away, but let's kind of start. We always start with the discussion sort of in the middle, and there is a fight scene. There's a pretty cool fight scene in this movie with a gun disarm in a very nice house that I want to know how you didn't get it all bloody. But tell us about that scene that involves you, right, Callie?
Mhm.
And
Yes.
and a gun disarm and a pretty cool fight, man.
Okay, so I'll say this. I've, Callie and I've been married for almost 10 years.
Yes.
And she's crazy for Buffy. Okay, I'm talking about she knows every episode, every word. So now and then she just like do like a kick, a move or something. I'm like, girl, you're gonna break something, right?
You said married. You said married, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you've been married for 10
No, for a
years.
second it sounded like you said mannered. I was like, what does it mean to be mannered for 10 years? I was like, that sounds very strict.
I thought we were gonna be like, so like 8 years ago, I pulled a gun on her and she
Oh
like.
my God, no. And so she always, does this crazy little stunts at home. And then when she got the opportunity, to do some cool stunts, she was like, "This is my time to shine."
And you should know I'm not actually athletic in any way. So it's all delusion when I'm practicing my Buffy moves. And so myself and Jeremy D. Howard, who
Right.
plays Rome, we have this little fight sequence. And neither of us are incredibly athletic. In fact, I would say the 2 of us are the most afraid of guns out of anyone on
That's
set.
funny.
And because of that, we had a lot of fun filming it. It was silly. We got to laugh at ourselves a lot, and we rehearsed it here quite a bit before we did it. And our stunt coordinator for that was Aaron Hawley. He did a great job walking us through it.
And what I loved about that scene, and maybe Gabriela, you can speak to this as the director, but it was obvious that you guys weren't gun experts, but that completely fits with who you are as the characters, right? So it's like you don't want to look like John Wick.
No.
You know what I mean? So it was really great. And I thought the kind of the initial action of the gun take was really visceral and sudden and great. It was very real.